Good morning, everybody. Rose Thorn here. Today I am doing a react video to Foodie Beauty's live stream that she did last night called Dinner Time. So this live stream was a bit on the shorter side, mainly due to the fact that Foodie did another live stream before this one. I've already covered it. Sorry if it was a bit long, but it was a 2-hour live stream, and sometimes you just can't cut it down to an hour. But I do apologize if that react video was a bit long. This one won't be because the live stream itself is less than an hour long, and the majority of it is her just sitting down, talking to Natter, eating with Natter. I'm really not interested in that part, so I'm starting this react at the part that I think does matter, where she is away from Natter. He's gone upstairs to do something, and she is going to show us the basement area. And while she's down there, she's going to talk about the cats and her living situation, and that's the part I wanted to cover because that's the meat and potatoes of this whole live stream. So if you happen to like this react video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe leave a comment. I sure would appreciate it. So let's get on with this react video, shall we?
Alright guys, you ready? Oh my goodness. Is that a body? What? If you hear screaming, come running. Yes. Oh! Oh my god! How much weight can these stairs take? Oh my god. Oh my god. My boots. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay. Oh shit. These stairs were built. Are you turning the light on? Oh shit. Oh. Cobwebs. What's in this room? Hello? Is anyone chained in there? Speak now. Is this a friggin' glory hole? What is this?
Foodie, you are so vulgar.
Oh, fuck. There's a gimp stair here. I gotta watch out. Okay. Whoa. Shit, the floorboards. Okay, now. Let's just see. What the fuck was my laundry? Oh, there it is. Oh, good. Do we have any dryer sheets? It's like sub-zero in here.
You know, there's a reason why I'm playing this part of the live stream. Because in the previous live stream that Foodie did, people kept asking her, what are you going to do about the cats? What are you going to do? And she wouldn't say exactly what. She would not say exactly what was going to happen. All she would say is, I've got plans for them, but she would not specify what those plans were. And if she had any positive plans for the cats, then she could just say what they were and make everybody breathe a sigh of relief. Because right now, everybody watching her streams that has any love for animals, everybody is getting very upset and very stressed out because they see the condition already that the cats are living in, and everybody's wondering, is she going to take the cats over to Natter's? And if so, where are they going to stay? And I have a theory. I don't like my theory. I wish it were different. But something tells me that if Chantal ever did take the cats over to Natter's, that this basement area is where they'd be staying. Because I just can't see Natter being okay with the cats being in the main house. And she just said that that basement is ice cold. And you see the condition that the basement is in.
We didn't buy any bounce? Okay. That's fine. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm just gonna switch my laundry. Oh no.
You know, Chantal, you have a washer and dryer back at the villa. There was a washer and dryer hookup right next to your bedroom, and you never did laundry. Just like you had a dishwasher over at the villa, but there are always dirty, disgusting dishes all over the place. So you had those two things at the villa, never used them, and here you are at the trap house using the washer and dryer there. I just make it make sense. You're doing your laundry over there versus at the villa, which again points to the fact that maybe you're not living there anymore. If you're not living there, why not just say so?
Yeah, I wanted basically to really watch TV. I swear, I feel like I'm in the friggin' Evil Dead movie right now. What is that? See that face on the wall? You see that? I'll show you in a minute.
Well, you know what, Chantal, you could have had a nice place where you live. The villa could have been really nice. It's certainly nicer than the trap house, but you're choosing to spend your time over there. I don't get it. You have a nice house, a nice one that you share with Pete, and you'd rather spend your time in a dump, an absolute dump.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but wow.
Is she showing herself doing the laundry just to get ass pats? Because I'm not impressed. I do laundry all the time. I don't expect praise for it. Just something you got to do when you're an adult.
Oh, the Egyptian towel. Yeah. So, anyways.
Let's see her carry all of those clothes up the stairs. She had a hard time getting down the stairs by herself, just holding the camera and the camera stick. I want to see Chantal carry all that stuff upstairs. You know what? She's probably just taking it all out of the dryer just to leave it for now, because I can't see her safely carrying that all upstairs.
Yeah, I know, Calissa. But it has like an old house. You know what it reminds me of? Like my grandma Mare.
Leave your grandmother's name out of your mouth. Leave her name out of your mouth. You're basically bringing up your grandmother right now to look like a good person, and trust me, you're not. If you were a good person, you would take care of your cats. Okay, stop bringing up your grandma's name.
My dad's mom. When she used to babysit for me, it reminds me, it even smells like her house. Like with cigarettes. I know it's gross, but it's like comforting a little bit somehow. So, and I know I'm not going to be living here for, like, you know. John Wayne Gacy. Don't scare me. Oh my god. Almost done, guys. That was a jam-packed washer. Holy crap.
Little household tips, Chantal. If you pack a washer so full that the clothes can't agitate, they're really not getting clean. You can't overfill a washer. Every person over the age of 18 already knows that, and you're 37 and you haven't figured that out yet.
Old washer, but it like works really well. And I like doing my laundry. Except for the creepy basement.
Say what? Did y'all just hear that? She said, I like doing my laundry. Say what? She likes doing her laundry? Oh, come on. No, you don't. You hate doing any kind of housework.
That I could do without, but at least I have you guys to do it with. You know.
Look at that. She overloaded the washer. Look at all that stuff coming out. No, those clothes did not get clean. I already know. I don't even have to smell them. There's no possible way that those clothes got completely clean with her stuffing it so full. Why not just do 2 loads? There's a washer and dryer right there. You're not even like putting little coins and stuff like you do at the laundromat to do, per load. Just do separate loads. Stuffing the washer that full? Come on, dude. How old are you that you don't know how to wash clothes properly?
And I've actually learned how basically a washer works. Like, you have the exhaust hose separate. You have to put that in to go outside. Which water to hook up to the washer. Like, this is stuff I never knew how to do. I don't know. You kind of feel useful in a way.
You didn't know how to do it then, and judging by how much clothes you put into that washer, you still don't know how to do it. Girl, watch a YouTube video.
Sorry, guys. Okay, this is gonna have to drive for like 2 hours. Oh, hi. Sorry, guys. Okay. Look how old it is, wait. And, hold on. There we go. What do I put it on? Delicate? No, normal. And I'm gonna put it on for like 100 minutes. 90 minutes. And yeah, that's my. Oh, I am EG. I'm the one cleaning the house over there too, even though I'm not even there most of the time. The most I don't go there.
Oh, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't you say in previous live streams that you only go a day without going home? That you never stay gone for long? Now you're saying you're hardly there. So which is it, Chantal? You go over there every other day, or you barely go over there and that's why there's no mess? Because, both narratives don't work together. Okay? Here's the real story. You're barely over at the villa. But just because you're not there, your cats are there. And because they are there, they need to be cared for by you or Pete or somebody. And Pete has shown that he is not the person to trust for their care. He's not the person to trust because he's as old as he is, and he's over there saying he doesn't know how to he doesn't know how to change a litter box, which I find ridiculous because he had Timbit. So when he owned Timbit, how did he change his own cat's litter box? The whole thing is just bizarre to me. But if you're at Natters and you're barely over at the villa, your cats are still there and they need to be cared for by somebody. And obviously, they're not in the company of somebody that's doing it right. Not by you, not by Pete.
I skipped a day, and then I go in the day we see the cat. You know, I go home, all the cat vomit, everything. I clean it all up. He does keep the litter clean. He's been cleaning that, taking the garbage out. That's really good. Oh, check this.
So she said she goes home and she cleans up, her words, all the cat vomit. So she's only gone for a day, y'all. That means there really should not be any cat vomit or hairballs. But there would be if the cats are vomiting and doing hairballs constantly for days on end and they just pile up on the carpet. If she were only gone for a day, there really wouldn't be very much that way to take care of. So by her saying, well, I got to clean up all the cat vomit, that means there's several piles of everything, which means she's gone for a lot longer than a day.
This is creepy. What is this? I wonder if Nader did that. Agathon. I don't know. It's creepy. But I don't know. It's like. Ooh. I have the munchies, so I kind of want to go film this video with it.
So before this live stream, she had Burger King. She was dying to get her fast food fix because the night before she did that live stream with Natter and she ate for 4 hours, but it wasn't fast food. And even one of my own subscribers said, you know what, even though she's eating all that stuff over at Natter's house, she wants a burger. She's gonna get a burger. And they were right, because the first chance she got away from him, away from Natter, she went out and she got herself a burger. She got her fast food fix. And now she's over at his house and she's gonna eat with him. I mean, the eating with Chantal has been nonstop. I don't know exactly what in the crap is triggering this. I have no idea. I think it might have a lot to do with the fact that people are just sick of her nonsense and they're telling her outright, I'm leaving your channel, I'm going over to Discord, and on the inside she's freaking out. I think that might be playing into it, but her food intake lately has been scary. Absolutely scary. She's just been an eating machine. She just won't stop.
This is the secret door. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this little stair here. I'm gonna kill myself going up these. Look at this. Oh, Home Wreckers Inc. Looking at very important visitors. Ready, set, ease.
So this person Be Unique says, all the weight you have lost, my queen, FFG has gained. You know what, Be Unique? Let's be real. Chantal has not lost any weight. She's gained a tremendous amount of weight. If you're a VIB and you're looking at Chantal the way that I'm looking at her now, and you've been around and you've seen her eating the way that she's eating, do you honestly believe she weighs 336 pounds? Girl, come on. She weighed 300 pounds when she was living with BB. And that was what, over 2 years ago? And do you honestly think in that time period of 2 years that she's gained less than 40 pounds? Please, please, wake up. She's gained a lot more than that. She is over 400 pounds right now, and she just fixed the number on that scale to be in the neighborhood of 330, 340. And that by itself is suspicious, that whenever she talks about losing weight or what her weight is, she never goes above 340. It's always the same. She eats thousands of calories a night. She easily puts away like 5,000 to 6,000 calories or more a day. And she's at 336? Really? Come on. Not possible.
The Grizz and Lambo channel? Yes. Oh, shit. These stairs are narrow and creaky. They were made during an era when people thought Tony Collette was fat. Oh, my beer. Okay, I could lose weight doing that. Whew. These boots are good, by the way. Gingerbread loaf, I hope not. Love you. For sure. I can't right now, AG. Sarah, I shouldn't be, but I'm very out of shape. That was a workout. It was. My pupils are small. Oh, there's a big light here.
No, it's not from the light, Chantal. You're high. And I believe that in this live stream, you confessed to doing an edible as well. But you're high. There's no doubt about it. You're high.
Yeah, and I'm pretty. I had a edible.
Now, see, there it is. Boom. she just said, "Oh, it's just the light in here." Then the next breath says, "I took an edible." God, I can't with her. I can't with her. You know, like she does this pupil check. Like that's supposed to prove that she's not high. Now she's saying, "Oh, it's just the light in here that make my eyes look funny." Then she says, I just took an edible." Ugh. Girl, just say it. You stay high all the time. We know it. We can tell by the way you look.
Hot wasabi. I could, but I'm staying here. Take short walks, yeah.
See, this is what Chantal does. She goes over to Natter's place and she does his videos for him. She edits the videos, and then after she's done, she makes sure to get high or drunk or something to where she cannot go home. She can't drive home safely, so that, you know, he has to let her stay there. That's her way of making sure she spends the maximum amount of time with Natter. But as I said in a previous React video, y'all, I think she's already halfway moved in or all the way moved in and just keeping it under the covers. Okay, there's so many arrows pointing in that direction, so many arrows, that she's halfway moved into his house already, but she's keeping it a secret because she knows that if she does everything too suddenly, people are going to leave her channel. You know, she's already halfway there.
Now change the cat litter formally. Yes, oh my crops. My lower back does hurt where I'm not living here, no name chips, but I'm here a lot.
Just say the truth, Chantal. We already know. We already know. Stop treating the public as if they're stupid. We're not stupid. We are not you. We are not just walking around in a drug haze all the time, living in delusions of grandeur. All of us that watch you, all of us that react to you, we already know what's going on. We're just waiting for you to admit it. And I don't know why you're not admitting it, because it's just so apparent what's going on. You're already living there. You're already living there. And look at you. You just went down to the basement and you're doing his laundry. You don't even do your own laundry at the villa. When's the last time you slept in your bed at the villa? It's been a while. When's the last time you've done a bedroom stream over there? The only reason why you did the bedroom stream over there recently was because everybody's been noticing that you've not been going in your bedroom and they wanted to see it again. So to placate people, that's why you showed it off. But even still, you didn't lay in the bed. You didn't sleep in that bed. You went right back over to Natter's. Right back over there. Everybody already knows, Chantal, that you live with Natter. that if you're not all the way living there, you're halfway living there, you got your foot in the door and things are going on in the background and you'll probably be there fully in no time. Just admit the truth. Just admit it. Stop driving us crazy. Just admit it.
So what that means is there's no rush for me to, or for Pete to move out of there. I still have.
Well, that's good because his name is on the lease. You can't kick him out. That villa, his name is on the lease, not yours. His name is on the lease. That's why he's still there. He doesn't have any money to pay the rent and the bills. That's true. But legally speaking, his name is on the lease. You're still paying the bills and the rent over there because you don't want to look like a total a-hole by leaving him high and dry. Point blank, period. It's not about you caring about Pete or caring about the cats. You know that if you make the jump too suddenly, leave him stranded, leave the cat stranded, there's going to be a riot in your chat. A lot more people are going to be leaving. So you're trying to be sneaky about it and ease everybody into things very, very slowly. Maybe that's the reason why Pete started doing the live streams on his channel. Because the two of you had a talk and you're like, look, this is the situation. I'm about to jump ship. You need to figure something out. He got a channel, so maybe he can make a little bit of money here and there, but that will take a while to get his first check. So you're like, let me just keep paying the bills and paying the rent, and you got a place to stay until you start getting an income from YouTube, and you can take care of my cats for me. And that way they have a place to stay too. That works for everybody. But the living situation over at the villa, that wasn't an emotional decision. That was a financial decision because you don't want people mad at you.
My place, and I can live wherever I want to. I can stay wherever I want to. Hi, Gail. Obviously, I love my place more, but
no, you don't. Obviously, I love my place more. Then why are you hardly there? I mean, the villa, if you took care of it, if you cleaned it, would be a nicer place to be. But the place is trashed, okay? The place is trashed. But Natter's not there. So you want to be where Natter is, even if the place where he's living at is definitely more low grade than the villa.
Home is not always where nicer stuff is, right? Home is.
There's an old saying, home is where the heart is. With Chantal, it's home is wherever Nader is at.
Where does he is? I do feel more at home. I don't know. I don't know where he is right now. I guess. Anyway. Yeah, my cats need to be here too to make it complete. But I don't want to move them out of there because they're comfortable there.
You know, here's the shame of it all. The villa could be a nice place for the cats if it were clean, well taken care of, and if there was actually somebody there that knew how to take care of them, and if Chantal were there to do what she should do and give them love and affection and attention and do what she needs to do as their owner, it could be a nice place for them. But it's a very unhealthy environment. At the same time, the trap house is not the best place for them. I mean, Natter doesn't really like the cats. And it doesn't matter whether they're at the villa or at the trap house. Chantal does not take good care of her cats. Hence why everybody has been all over her tail to rehome them, and she just won't do it. So if she did move the cats into the trap house, where are they going to stay? They're not going to stay in the main area. I predict that if she does move the cats into the trap house, that laundry room area is where they're going to be. That disgusting, cold, dirty, rundown laundry room area, that's where she's going to keep the cats, because they'll be out of sight, out of mind, and Natter won't have to be around them if he doesn't want to.
So I just want to be with BBJ like 24/7. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be with my cats 24/7. I don't want to be with another living creature 24/7. Okay? I don't care how cute you are. I need my fucking space.
She says that. She says that. But she's with Natter 24/7. She won't even give Natter a chance to breathe. You know, if she could crawl up inside of his butthole and live, she would. Honestly, she would. If she could attach herself at the hip to him, she would do it. She just can't let him out of her sight for more than an hour. That's why when she does go back to the villa, she'll stream there for an hour and then she goes right back over to the trap house. She can't even spend the night at the villa. Can't even give the cats a night alone with her. She'll go over to the villa, do like a little pity stream over at the villa. At the moment that she's done, she runs back over to the trap house to be with him. Either to buy him food or do a video for him or just hang out with him and drink and get drunk or get high. She cannot be without Natter. And I find it funny that Chantal, she has said, she has admitted that she's a needy person, but yet she's saying that she cannot stand to be around anyone or anything that's needy. So what are you saying, Chantal? You don't want to be around anyone or anything who's exactly like you. And by the way, cats are not needy. They're not needy. They just require different things that you are not willing to provide. But that does not make them needy. That just comes with the territory of being a pet owner. And I'm going to say this loud and clear for you and anyone else in the back who might be listening. If you take on a living thing, and if you cannot provide, you don't want to provide, don't want to be bothered, then you don't need to own pets of any kind. You know, if you can't handle the responsibility, then don't take on the responsibility. Or if you do, have the kindness to say, you know what, I can't handle it anymore. I'm going to pass it over to somebody else. But to make a living thing suffer unnecessarily is cruel.
If you breathe and you want me to pet you or touch you, you are too needy for me sometimes.
So she's over there calling her cats needy just because they want her love and affection. She wants her cats to be like a piece of furniture and just sit there and not react, not need anything. That's not how pets work.
See, this place is clean. It is very clean, actually. Of course, it's not permanent. This is just transitional. Natter? What are you doing? Are you staying upstairs? Okay. No, that's okay. So I can see that.
What does she mean by everything is transitional? Is that a hint that maybe she's still moving in, still trying to figure things out? I mean, was that admitting that she's moving in?
No Lambo in park. AJ, wait. matters being awkward. I agree. I don't know why. Maybe because I look like fucking Chuck Norris? I don't know. No, John Candy.
So Buffalo Bite in the VIB chat says, how is this transitional when neither one of you have credit good enough to get your own place? Good question. Good question. When she says transitional, does she mean that they're at the trap house for now and they're going to try to get another place? Or does she mean that she's slowly worming her way into that house and bringing her stuff over, and that's what she means when she says that word? It's hard to know with Foodie. I still stand by what I think, that she's already halfway moved in, if not all the way moved in, and just trying to keep up this smokescreen that she still lives at the villa, but she really doesn't.
So, John Candy. What was I gonna say it was then?
So there's people in Chantal's chat right now saying, I'll take BBJ and Sam. You know, if Chantal wanted to rehome the cats, I'm sure there are a lot of people that would step up and give them a great home. She would have no problem finding a good home for BBJ and Sam. On that note, I want to throw this out there. Chantal, even though people have been asking her to take the cats to the vet, she hasn't done it yet. I feel I know why. This is my opinion now. This is my way of thinking. Chantal, she treats her cats and their health like she does her own health. She feels with her own health that if she just ignores everything that's going on, it'll make it go away. Same thing with the cats. They're obviously not well. We've seen how they look. Then she tells us that they're not eating or they're throwing up a lot. They got patches of hair missing. She knows that they're not well. If she ever did take the cats to the vet, I am absolutely 100% positive and certain the vet would not have good news for her. There'd be a whole list of things that he would say were wrong with the cats, and it would cost her money, and they were ill. Chantal's not taking the cats to go get looked at, because if she does that and the vet tells her these cats are sick and they need this, 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 and this, first of all, it's going to take money out of her pocket to fix everything that's wrong. Second, if the vet says there's all these different underlying problems and people find out that they're very, very sick, she's going to get roasted. She's going to get roasted by her own VIBs. People are going to be just clamoring for her blood. As long as that there's that gray area of, I've not taken him to the vet yet, because there's no confirmation, no proof positive that something is wrong. By keeping that gray area going, by no one knowing exactly what's wrong, it saves her from getting yelled at. It saves her from the backlash of people saying, see, you took your cat to the vet and look at all these things wrong. By nobody knowing what's wrong, she avoids getting screamed at. She avoids the backlash, the confrontation. So I feel that's a big reason why she's not taking them to go get looked at, because she knows they're sick. She knows they're seriously sick, but she doesn't want people to yell at her for everything that's going on with them. They're already yelling at her because of the cat boxes. Can you imagine what people would say if she did take them to the vet and the vet gave her basically a long laundry list of things that were wrong? People would be raging and screaming and saying, look at all this stuff going on with BBJ and Sam. Look at all these things that you haven't taken care of. How dare you? She goes on camera with the cats and says, oh, I love them so much. I love them so much. But allows them to get sicker and sicker because she's lazy and because she doesn't want to face the music of all the neglect that she's been giving her cats for the past several months.
Hi. Oh my god. He was looking for a burly woman. I am one. So what are all you fun people up to tonight? Hi. No, please don't say that. Jane better make a video. Yes, about the haunted basement. No, gingerbread loaf. I always love for any reason and for any reason. No, it's not short tempered. No, the fart guy wanted a burly woman. The fart guy wants a guy to fart in his face, but I can fart better than anything. Oh, I saw that. Respect is all I wanted. Thank you. You're welcome, Rusty. Friggin' cheapskate. Nothing for you, girl. I didn't say it was. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna go for now because my laundry's gonna take forever. I don't need to film it.
So that's pretty much it for this live stream. And because it was so short, let's take a moment to go down to the comments for that live stream. This is what people had to say about it. Let's see. Adina B says, can't you just see the love in Koki's eyes whenever he looks at her? Oh, wait, no, that's just Nad shooting daggers at her. Yeah, there's so much love in his face when he looks at Chantal. He's just overwhelmed with love. Aquarius Dean says, I think it's safe to say that 90% of the people who watch this won't believe anything she says anymore, especially when she cries, DB. Nope, nope, nope. I mean, I don't believe 99.99999% of things that come out of her mouth. Pretty much everything is a lie. If you go with that and you know that she's a liar, then you know what you're looking at. You know what you're dealing with. She very rarely tells the truth, and even then, that's suspect. Schrodinger's cat says the way you feel about not wanting to be around BBJ 24/7 is the same way Natter feels about you. Yep. Yep. So there's not Chantal over there calling her cat needy at the same time that she's extremely needy. So she's over there saying, I don't want to be around a living creature who's needy. I need my space. But yet she's so extremely needy that she doesn't give anybody their space. Anybody that gets near Chantal, she will suck all the oxygen out of the room and suffocate them to the point where the only way they can breathe is to get completely away from her. So she doesn't want to be around anything that reminds her of herself. She doesn't love herself. She knows that she's needy, but she doesn't want anyone or anything around her that is too close to what she is. And by the way, I'm going to say this again, those cats aren't needy, they're just being cats. They want to be loved on, they want affection, they deserve affection, they deserve love, and wanting love from your pet guardian is not needy. It's just, what's the point of owning a pet if you can't give it love? You know, like what is the deal? If you can't love it as well as feed it and give it water and a litter box, you should just give it to somebody else. Next comment. Chef Tracksuit says, hey Chantal, just got back from the vet. Took me half an hour to ensure my pet is healthy. Ought to try it sometime. Yep, it doesn't take that long. And if Chantal does not want to go to a vet, there is always the option of a mobile vet. You can make a phone call and there are vets that will come to you. They will drive to you. So again, no excuse for the vet not seeing those cats. But like I said earlier, I feel the reason why she's not taking them, laziness has a lot to do with that. The fact that she would have to spend money to get them looked at, that has a lot to do with that too. But I feel another factor is she knows they're very, very sick. And she knows that when the vet is done looking at them, there's going to be a laundry list of things that have to be dealt with, possibly things that might involve medication, pills, antibiotics, shots, maybe some IV treatments, I don't know. But it's not going to be one of those things where she goes to see a vet and they say, oh, your pets are perfectly healthy. No problem, Mr. Alt. No, they're going to give her a laundry list of things that she has to do to make them healthy. And she doesn't want to go to the vet, hear him say that, and then people find out the cats are very sick, and then she gets roasted over the coals because she just waited so long that things just started piling up. She doesn't want to deal with the consequences of her actions and inactions. Next comment. This comment hurts my heart. This one right here. G Tay says, I am stuck in a bare, dirty, unloving house with a freak of a human hiding in a far bedroom who only comes out to call me a loser and it's cold outside. I don't have much longer to live and my heart is broken. BBJ. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? That hurts to read that comment because that's probably exactly how BBJ is feeling right now. There's nothing about that comment that isn't true. Nothing. That hurts to read that comment. I'm pretty sure that BBJ is heartbroken, and she knows she's been abandoned, and all she wants is to have her mama right there with her, and Chantal can't be bothered, and she can't be bothered to give BBJ and Sam to people that, you know, I don't know how much longer BBJ and Sam have on this earth. If they have a year, 2 years, 4 years. It hurts my heart that they're living that way. And who knows if they'll see better days. The only way they're going to see better days is if they're away from Chantal, but she just insists on keeping them in a state of loneliness and heartbreak and misery. And as a pet owner, that hurts to know. It hurts to know that I'm a pet owner. I would love to give them a loving home for decency's sake, if I could, but I'm too far away. There's nothing I can do. It's not my pets. But there's a lot of people like me that if Chantal said, I need a place for them to go, I can't take them with me, a lot of people would open up their doors and open up their homes to those two. And she knows that, but she's just too doggone selfish. And so every day they live in more and more misery. With that comment, that was hard to deal with. That's hard to read. I am stuck in a bare, dirty, unloving house with a freak of a human hiding in a far bedroom who only comes out to call me a loser, and it's cold outside. I don't have much longer to live and my heart is broken. That breaks my heart reading that. That breaks my heart. I love my pets. I can't relate to her attitude. She sucks with that. Whew. Next comment. Let's see. Lauren W. says, I like how casually Chantal talks about going home and cleaning up the cat vomit, as if it's a usual occurrence at this point, which it is due to BBJ's health and possibly Sam. I'm not sure. How could you not be alerted by this, Chantal? You've had your cat for many years. You're just going to give up on her now in her last months when she's suffering the most? My heart breaks. I don't think I can continue watching this. It's just getting worse and worse. I asked the VIPs to really take a moment and look at who they're supporting here. I know many here already jumped ship to Discord, but please don't blindly continue to put money in this woman's pocket. Really see who you're funding, and I'm not just talking cat negligence. I mean, everything has been going down over the past several months with her relationship. Yeah. What VIPs, what are you supporting? What are you supporting? What are you paying your $5 for? What? I've been asking that for weeks in my reacts. Weeks. Nobody has responded to me that way. Like, you're giving the $5 for what? You're not getting edited videos. You're not getting quality content. The more of you that are over there paying the memberships, watching the videos, the more Chantal is taking that as encouragement to give you this garbage content and to be toxic. You know, like that's encouragement to her. She sees the views and thinks, this is what people want. No, they don't want the toxic content. It's just that people are putting up with it. So as long as people put up with it, she's going to continue to do it. But honestly, does anybody over there think that there's going to be a day when they wake up and find an edited video from her or positive content or something beyond what you're seeing now? No. No, she's going to continue with this garbage for as long as she can get away with it. And this whole thing with the cats, them being sick, them not being in the best of health, and Chantal just absolutely refusing to do what's right by them. It's stressing a lot of people out. It's so hard to watch. It's even harder to watch than Chantal destroying herself, because she is a person. She can come and go as she pleases. She can do what she wants with herself. She's got freedom. The cats, not so much. That's what makes it so hard. Knowing the cats don't have the choice to walk out of that house and go find another owner. It's so difficult, especially if you do own a pet. It's so difficult to watch. Marla H says, good Lord, I cannot get over how massive you're getting, Chantal, who wants to do a money pool that she'll hit 500 by New Year's easily. Well, I've already said that I feel that she's already over 400, possibly at 450. So 500 by New Year's, that could possibly happen. If she is that way, 50 more pounds, she could do that in 2 weeks. No problem. No problem at all. Aquarius Dean says, I'm scared of him. I fear for my life. And now I do feel more at home. What a joke, man. Yeah. Funny how things turn around like that. She went from being scared of Natter and, oh, I'm so scared. I need a safe word. Let's use the word paperclip, to, I feel so at home here and I'm doing the laundry. Isn't that something? Isn't that odd? Kind of makes you doubt a lot of what she said before. Tater Tot says, please tell Pete to stop flushing the doggone cat litter. I don't care what the package says. You never flush cat crap out of the litter box down the toilet. Yeah, you should never do that. That'll clog up the pipes. Absolutely clog up the pipes. Whatever happened to just putting the cat litter that's used in a plastic bag and throwing it away? Why does it have to be dumped down a toilet or something? Ugh. It's just so maddening. These people that take on pets and they don't know how to take care of them, nor are they interested to learn. Ugh. If you don't know how to take care of something, don't take on the responsibility. Don't even get started. Because if you don't know what you're doing, all you're going to do is make the pet suffer. Garfield says, can't believe she's moving the cats into Natters. BBJ deserves peace, not to be kicked at 19 years old. So, what is this? Somebody was asking, did she admit she's moving in? And the reply back was, no, but she hinted that something was going to be happening with the cats, but that she wasn't rehoming them, wasn't boarding them, and wasn't giving them to Pete's. She also said that Natter would not be smoking around them, kind of let it slip that they might be going there. Jai May says, those poor animals, he's got to be hurt. He's going to hurt them to get to her, just a matter of time. Well, if what I think is going to happen does happen, if the cats get put down in that dark, dirty, cold basement, that would easily fix it to where he won't be smoking around them because they're out of sight, out of mind. I don't know for sure that's going to happen, but I just got a feeling, just a feeling, that that's where she's going to put the cats, because he doesn't want to deal with a dirty litter box. He doesn't want that anywhere near him. He likes a clean house. You know, he's not really fond of the cats. So the basement area where the laundry is, that's an area of the house that he can easily stay out of, and she can easily put the cats there. He doesn't have to look at them. He doesn't have to deal with them. But that basement area is just horrible. That's not a place for animals. You guys saw it. It's terrible. She said it's really cold down there. Yeah, that's not a place for any animal. It's not a place for any animal. No, no, sir. Hey, excuse me. Hold on a minute. Debbie Darling says, Koki is pissed at her for eating Burger King, as he sees it as disrespecting him. Less than 2 hours later, she picks at his food that he has cooked for both of them while adding huge chunks of cheese to it. She's gross. You know, if Koki is thinking he can control her problem with food just by telling her no, he's got another thing coming. That's way over his head. I'm telling you, that's way over his head. You don't just look at somebody with an ED and say, don't eat the food, and that will cure the problem. If that were the case, then there wouldn't be counseling and therapy and inpatient places for people with ED. You know, you just telling somebody with a problem with food you can't eat, that's not the cure. It's not the cure. It goes way deeper than you could ever understand. I know, because I dealt with it. You need help. And he doesn't know how to help her that way. This is not his forte. It's not his specialty. But we all knew watching the stream where she was eating for 4 hours that she was going to binge on fast food. Oh, we knew it was incoming. We knew. She sat there for 4 hours eating everything but what she really wanted to eat. Even after 4 hours of eating everything in sight, she was still craving what she was craving, but she couldn't satisfy that craving until the very next day, which she did. She went to Burger King. She wanted a burger, she got a burger. And this is something that Natter is just going to have to deal with. That if she doesn't get her fast food fix with him, she's going to do it behind his back. She's going to be taking those long drives and sneaking that fast food here and there and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's just going to be the norm in their place. Him dealing with somebody with a problem with food, sneaking off to get their fix. If they don't do it in front of you, they'll do it behind your back. Jaded Daily says, man, Chantal is packing on the weight. You can literally tell she's gaining weight. I mean, how much can she eat in one day? Is Natter a feeder? I don't think Natter is a feeder. I really don't. I don't get that vibe from him. He's tried to get her to eat healthy, but I think he's reached a place with it all where just he knows that telling her no is not working. She's going to do it anyway. So he's just kind of given up. He can't change her. He can't help her. He's just given up and he's just letting her do what she wants to do because, you know, why bother fighting all the time? Why bother fighting? So, let's see. John Gilson says she is losing weight but eating so much. You know what that means? You also know she won't go to a doctor until it's too late. So we are almost at the finale. You know, it's hard to say what's going to happen with Chantal tomorrow, the next day, the next week, the next year. Chantal has been pushing the envelope in every area of her life. Every area. With her health, with the way she's been around Natter, with the way she treats her pets, with the way she's treating Pete. She is just doing everything wrong. The fact that she's been eating the way that she's been eating and not taking care of her health with all the health problems she has, no sarcasm, she is a living medical miracle. She has no gallbladder. She really shouldn't be eating cheese or anything oily because if you don't have a gallbladder and you're eating that stuff, it makes your intestines very distressed. She's got an enlarged spleen. She's got non-alcoholic fatty liver. She's got diabetes. She's had blood clots in her lungs. She probably has fat around her heart. She has trouble breathing. She is a medical miracle. She's a medical miracle. It's a miracle that she hasn't had a stroke or a heart attack yet. Honestly, it's astounding that her body has put up with what it's put up with this long without any really serious fatalities. It's amazing that she hasn't had a stroke or a heart attack yet. Her body is just doing everything it can to stay alive, and Chantal's not helping because on top of the non-alcoholic fatty liver, now she's drinking and doing the edibles. It's like, girl, are you playing a game of chicken with your own body? You're just, like, see who flinches first? I don't know. But it's amazing nothing has happened. But I'll tell you what, if something did happen, not that I'm wishing anything upon her, mind you, but if something happens to Chantal, she has a heart attack or she has a stroke, that's going to be all she wrote. That's going to be all she wrote. I don't know if she wants that to happen, if something happened a long time ago and it triggered her and she just decided to just go for it and just be reckless, I don't know what's going on in her head. But the fact that her body lasted this long is just, it's amazing. All of us have been reacting to Chantal, watching Chantal, knowing what we know, seeing the way she eats. You got to admit, it's a freaking miracle that nothing bad has happened yet. Kathy Houston says, if you get a larger water dish and keep it full, it's better for the cats and won't be empty when you get home. Yvette told me long ago that cats need access to lots of fresh water, and you have 2 large cats. BBJ's breathing looks really labored. That's a sign of heart failure. Have you ever thought that BBJ could be in pain? Most adults take advice from well-meaning people. I don't get you. Chantal's selfish. She's selfish. I'm going to throw this in there real quick. If you have a cat and you put water in a dish like a bowl or something like that, one thing I will tell you, after 2 days or so, if you're not changing the water out daily, after about 2 days, the water starts to develop this nasty film on the inside of the bowl. It feels kind of slimy because it's just been stagnant and sitting too long. And she's been gone. She'll be gone for like a week at a time. And that's not good for the cats. It's not good to have a bowl of just stagnant water sitting there for days at a time. You got to clean out those bowls. You got to give them fresh water daily. And she'll be gone for days at a time. So that's not helping the cats to stay healthy. Not at all. Next comment. Pentawa says she's been looking strung out and stressed lately. It's funny that she thinks Nana will give her space when they live together. Those McDonald's trips can only go so far, but what happens when she wants to lay in bed all day, dirty and stewing in her crap? Peach was locked down in his room, but Nana will be constantly present. Yeah. See, Chantal, she's getting away with being bad behind Natter's back. But if they fully live together, she won't be able to get away and do what she wants to do as much. So, again, there you go. Another reason for her to deal with her issues. She's been very successful with running around behind his back and doing things. But if they live fully together, she won't have as much room to do that. Let's see. Plastic Seal says, she's tired of being around her cat. You've got to be kidding me. Well, that's Foodie. Foodie is addicted to Natter. And when you have an addiction to something, the addiction completely takes over your life. And nothing else matters but whatever it is you're addicted to. Your entire focus all day, all night long is whatever it is you're addicted to. Everything else just kind of fades away to the background. When you are addicted to something, you lose all sense of time. Meanwhile, outside your bubble, everything life-wise is still going on in real time. And everything is suffering because you're not taking care of it. So she says she's tired of taking care of the cats. That's because once upon a time, there was no Natter. Now there is. The cats gave her unconditional love. They didn't ask much in return. They weren't abusive to her. They just asked what they needed. She used them in the meantime to get whatever love she could out of them. But now she's with Natter. And that's the love she wants. And that's fine. But she should give the cats to somebody who will give them what they need. Michelle SP says, Chantal, stop blaming James and making him look bad. It's unkind and not true. You never clean before you move out. That's your mess. James spends all of his time in his bedroom. You don't live there anymore. Your television is no longer hanging above the fireplace. He takes care of your cats and gets treated like crap for it online. You never defend him. You aren't paying the rent there for James. You are paying for a place for your cats to live until your plan for them goes through. You know, Michelle, I am not a Pete's fan. I had very little sympathy for Pete's. But the moment I heard about him not changing those cat boxes for 2 months, whatever sympathy I might have had for Pete, just it went out the window, because there's just no excuse for that. No excuse. That's just pure neglect. What does he do all day? He doesn't have a job. He's a grown man. He can be in that house and clean up too. He can wash some dishes. He can wash some clothes. He can vacuum a floor. Those are Chantal's pets, but at what point do you say, you know, these pets need taking care of? I know the owner isn't here to do it, so you know what? Just out of decency, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to do it. Even if your roommate doesn't ask you to do it, at what point do you say, just out of decency, I'm going to step in and do something until the person who owns them, she decides to do it? At what point? And he let those boxes get that bad for 2 months. I wouldn't trust Pete to take care of any animal. I saw the way his cat Timbit lived in that cramped, dirty, disgusting bedroom of his, boxes everywhere. He couldn't be bothered to feed the cat with proper cat bowls. He actually had the gall to feed Timbit on a piece of cardboard when just a simple bowl cost nearly nothing. Timbit did not have the best quality of life. And Sam and BBJ are in his care, and he's not changing the litter boxes the way he should. And he's over there making excuses. I don't know how to do it. Figure it out. So yeah, people are giving Pete's crap for not taking care of the cats. There's no excuse, and there's no reason that anybody could come up with that would make sense to me. It's not rocket science changing a litter box. I do it every 3 or 4 days. As far as Chantal paying for a place for her cats to live until her plan for them goes through, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. She is still paying the rent and the bills there for that purpose. True, true. But she's also paying the rent and the bills over there because she doesn't want to look like a complete scumbag by leaving Pete high and dry. So since he's there and the cats are there, she's paying for everything just to make sure that not too many people leave her channel. If she left Pete and the cats high and dry, a lot more people would leave her channel, and a lot have already left. So this is her insurance that people don't completely riot on her and her channel completely tanks. It's her protecting her money, not her protecting Pete and the cats. Next comment. Tana Bree says, I just cannot believe a 37-year-old adult would choose a man, especially this man, over her cats, etc. They're way more affectionate and 1,000% cuter. Yeah, and that love that Chantal wants so badly, she can actually get it from the cats, and it would be real. You know, she says, oh, all he has to do is fake love me. Well, you're paying thousands of dollars for fake love, Chantal. Thousands of dollars. But the sad thing is, you're getting real love from the pets, and you don't even have to pay as much. And it's unconditional. The one thing you're getting basically for free from your pets is priceless in value. And it's real. And it's not phony. But yet, rather than hold on to that and cherish it, you want the fake phony version. You preferring the fake love over the real love, that's like somebody having a bottle of Chanel No. 5 and yet preferring a Chanel No. 5 knockoff. It just doesn't make any sense. You got the real thing, but you want a cheaper version. Ugh. I don't get you. I don't get you. You got real love in front of you. You're pushing it away for something that's not even close to being love. Your head's all messed up. Cassandra D says, yep, Nader is a professional at everything, even at the Heimlich. A dancer, a chef, a doctor, druggie, user, liar, cheater, fake, soccer professional. I can go on and on. One thing he's not, that's being in love with you. He looks embarrassed. Oof. He's good at many things, but not that. He's good at many things, but not that. Let's see. So somebody's asking in the comments, is Nader telling her she can't sleep at home because Pizza's there? Elle says, I think she doesn't want to clean up after the cats. People think they peed on her bed, and that's why when she did sleep there, she slept on the couch. Crazy Blonde says, I think she's already moved out of the luxury villa. I believe the unexpected expense Pete was talking about from his YouTube money was actually the majority, if not all, of the rent. Just my opinion, of course. She literally only goes to the condo to visit her cats for an hour or two or take Pete's to the store. Yesterday, sorry, Sparky was being a bad boy. She grabbed her dish strainer. That's an odd item to loan your boyfriend. Just my opinion. Have a beautiful day. The thing about Pete and his YouTube money, I don't think he's gotten it yet. He said in his live that he hasn't gotten the code from Google AdSense to activate his account. As someone that it took a while for me to get my account set up. Even when you get monetized, you have to wait 6 to 8 weeks normally to get the code through the mail. And then you got to go through the process of setting up your account. And then you have to make at least $100 for a cash out. And also on top of that, whatever you make in 1 month, you don't see it until the next month on the 21st. That's how the payment system works. So he still hasn't gotten any money yet. He hasn't gotten any money from YouTube. Nader's account got monetized awfully fast because it's under Chantal's account, but Pete hasn't gotten paid yet. So Chantal is still paying the rent over there. Has to. Let's see. Next. Just Beeson says, Chantal, I prefer to just troll you, but this isn't funny anymore. I don't give a crap if you think BBJ is too needy. She has been there for you for 19 years. She deserves for you to be there for her. We all know she's nearing the end of her life. We can see it. You've been incredibly selfish. That cat deserves better, and you know it. Your defensive behavior gives you away. You know you're wrong. You can throw your life away for your obsession with a man. I don't care. It's your life. But BBJ has been with you for 19 years. I'm sure she has sat in your lap as you cried, cuddled with you when you felt down, made you feel loved when you were lonely. She deserves you to see her through the end of her life with peace and dignity. If that's too much for you, find someone who will love BBJ and make her last days comfortable. rehome Sam as well. If you can't do the tough stuff, you can't have an animal. Well said. Well said. That cat's been with her for almost 20 years. At the very least, for all the love and the companionship that she's given Chantal, doesn't she deserve at least a somewhat happy ending to the end of her life? She's in her twilight years. I mean, she's not going to last too much longer. Doesn't she deserve at least a little bit of happiness somewhere? I mean, I would give anything to know that BBJ, that her last days were happy and healthy, and there's somebody there to pet her and take care of her and cuddle with her. You know, when she took her last breath, she would take it in peace and quiet, not chaotic and lonely and wondering where mom is at. I mean, I can't even think about that. It hurts too much. Hurts too much. Kathy says your cats wanted you home, but you would rather spend time with Natter. Cat's love is real. Disturbing is what this is. Yep. Yep. There's so many comments. People talking about the cats. And everybody's just on point with what they're saying. You know, in a nutshell, y'all, the cats are sick. And they need to go somewhere else. And people are screaming at her to do the right thing. But Chantal is rotten. She never will. And so every day those cats are going to continue to suffer. You know, she can sit there and say, oh, they're fine. They're fine. They don't look fine. They don't look fine. If they were fine, why wouldn't you just take them to a vet or call a mobile vet, get them checked out real quick, get a clean bill of health, and then come on camera with that clean bill of health and say, see, guys, see, I took them to the vet. They're fine. Everybody can shut up now. You know why she won't do it? Because she knows they're incredibly ill, and she doesn't want to get blasted for that. She doesn't want to get blasted. She's treating her cats the same way she treats herself. She has all kinds of problems on the inside. She doesn't want to address them, and she feels that by ignoring them or not addressing them, that makes them go away. No, it doesn't make them go away. It doesn't make them go away for you. It doesn't make them go away for your pets. If anything, the problems just keep piling up until something's got to give. So I'm going to pray for BBJ and Sam. I hope that there's a happy ending in all of this somewhere. Because I'm a pet owner, because I'm a cat owner, watching all this crap, it is stressful to hear about. I don't want to see them get sick, really sick. I don't want to see anything happen to either one of them, but it's all in Chantal's hands. So that's it for this react video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.